Looks like
All right, we're live.
cool. Okay. Um, so yeah, first question is, how much revenue does Dropbox have? So I'm gonna do a screen share with you because I'm sure
Yeah, sure.
that way we can be on the same page there. Screen one, share. You see that?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. So this is basically like what he shows you how to do in the video. It's like an income statement, but a little more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, so revenue, they're actually at about 13 million.
This is for 2010.
Yeah, in 2010, and they have a profit margin of like only 3.7%.
Wow.
So, oh, that's the next question. How profitable is Dropbox? Yeah, so they're making a little less than 500K, which is nothing in the tech world. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, they're not retaining much. And my initial calculations were negative, but I figured out I did something wrong. So that's that's as accurate as I could get it, I think. In the case, they're kind of like ambiguous. They're kind of like, it's between 12 and 15 million. So I just I calculated it, figured out how much they would need to be like right in the middle. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cool.
this is yeah, 4 million users. And then, is that a problem? Yes or no, and why?
Revenue specifically, I don't know. That seems like okay revenue. I think maybe most of where their problem lies is in expenses, because their profits are only 3.7%.
Yep.
Of course, to increase that percentage, you can increase revenue as well. But I mean, in general, they seem to be having problems with growth overall. Like they can't handle it. And so if they're going to expand, I don't know. I don't know how much that's going to fix the expenses. It may bring in more revenue, but definitely the profit margin is a problem.
Yeah. So I mean, in my small experience with business, you want to shoot for like at least 8 to 10% profit margin. So, and you want to retain most of that. So, I think that, like, why is it a problem? Well, because they couldn't survive a big hit if something happened, if the economy changed. What if Google came out with like a free, like if storage got so cheap that they couldn't make money with it and they didn't have time to innovate. So basically, their Dropbox is what they seem like is kind of like a college kid invented something that works and everybody loves.
Yeah.
They're not mature enough to see that it's not profitable.
Yeah, once things started to progress, as far as once people caught on that, you can just save everything online in the cloud or in huge servers. People wanted customization in a sense, and that's what they're faced with now. With having to customize with smartphones, with Apple products, with Android products. and people who are looking to do more specific things, within a business sense, rather than just, loading photos on the cloud.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Next question.
So the next one, and it's the last one, says, should Dropbox develop a professional version to attract more valuable customers?
I guess go ahead. Well, I suppose they should. I mean, they definitely need to do something else. I don't think that they should, just let things go and quit the company. But apparently, the CEO, his whole deal is he doesn't want to overcomplicate things. He looks at the functionality of like Word, in which his mother can use it for something simple like recipes, but a lawyer can use it to write up a 40-page legal document. And I don't know if that's completely possible with the type of industry and market he's in, because obviously he's running into problems and requests to change things. I think it'd be prudent to offer something else, because I mean that's what you need to do. You need to, if you don't do it one way, you have to eventually give your customers what they want. And so if that does mean creating a business Dropbox, then where's the harm in that? Yeah, and they have to do something because their competitors are definitely doing better.
Yeah. So, in only 3% of Dropbox's customers actually pay for the service. So looks like a million of them. A million of them.
That's a big opportunity cost, because their competitors, when I read, what they were doing is they were offering different packages, for the amount of RAM or memory or whatever that the business needed. So their prices would be low for something like 8 gigs to something like 460. So I think they should definitely do something like that. At least create more of an avenue to increase those monthly payments or whatever.
What it seemed like from the case was that they did not do enough market research.
Yeah,
they just they don't know who their core customer is. It said in the case that they never did any surveying or anything to figure out what their customers' needs were. So basically they attracted a ton of people that use the free function, but when it came to actually using their product to make money in their own businesses, Dropbox is not meeting the needs. So they're kind of in a lull, and they're going to lose a lot of their paying customers if they don't add features that are attractive.
Yeah.
So they need to be totally willing to change their whole model.
And and you're absolutely right. And I think that answers the question, because apparently they were one of the first people to come up with this type of idea, which is great. And I don't know if they necessarily knew what they were getting into, but now that they're in this point, I think creating a separate option, like keeping what they have, but then adding like business Dropbox, whatever they want to call it, and then making sure that really there's no free option there, because if they start charging people who are already using the free option in Dropbox, they're just going to go other places, you know. And but if they start, if what they do is create business Dropbox and add those features that people want, and then say, well, if you want to use Google, if you want to use business Dropbox, you have to pay, and I think that would seem, I think that would have less an effect than just start charging people for what they're using now.
Yeah. Sweet. So I guess we need to do that thing where we kind of mark a time and then start our summary, and then we can just put that timestamp on the page. So.
Okay, that last question.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can just do one right now, like a quick summary. So.
Sure. What time is it now?
Say like a time, or do you have to do it afterwards? We can kind of guesstimate. It would probably be like a minute from the end.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I can't see like how much time we've gone now, but
Yeah.
And I don't know how to put a drop control room.
Yeah, I think you pretty much just have to do it after.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do it afterwards. I'll just look it up.
So for the conclusion, I think we both agree that they need to update their model to meet the needs of paying customers, which means like custom solutions. I don't know if we talked about it, but in order to like they would need to raise the price to get up to that 10% profit margin only by like $1.10.
Yeah.
Currently. So, and then what else?
Because what was the last question? It was, should he do?
Should they develop a professional version to attract more valuable customers? Yeah. So I think we both agree they should.
In the sense that like they have something else to offer other than just general Dropbox, then yeah, I think they definitely should.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
All right.
Sorry. Well, can you send me the link to this?
Yeah, I'll just email it to you.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
All right.